Hey guys, my name is Kotagi. I'm your local baddie inspector, and today I'm gonna tell you how to rip Satan out of your installation of Sonic Roboblast 2. So, just first off, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm talking about. So I have a folder right here, SRB2 version 2.2, and so we hit SRB2 win to launch the program, and it launches perfectly fine. You might think, what is so satanic about this? Well, actually, it's all under the hood. Shut the fuck up! Okay, so that's all actually under the hood. How this is all very satanic. So this is the zones file. Zones, SRB2. I think there's also a patch.pk3 file that they check for. These are basically like map files. You can think of them. You know, they're the files that have all the art, all the maps, all of that stuff. You know. And normally, if you want to add your own maps, you'll put them in this add-on folder, and then you load them in game. But sometimes you want to do that shit automatically. Sorry. So you want to do that shit automatically. I'll show you what happens. So let's put this file in here. Let's copy this file, right? These are the zones that we want to have instead of the zones the game came with, right? So let's replace them. Zones replace. Let's rename this to zones. It has to be named zones. It checks for a file named zones.pk3. It has to be named zones. Alright. So now let's launch SRB2 win. And that's odd, you know? So it gives us this error when we try to do this. It says file is old, is corrupt, or has been modified. And it says the found MD5 is a different number than the wanted MD5. MD5 is a hash. So basically what they want you to think is that something went wrong here and that the game just isn't able to load these files. That's wrong. This is what's satanic. They're lying to you, and they want you to think that they can't load these files, but they can. They just don't want to load these files. I don't know why they don't want you to load these files. So I'm gonna show you guys how to get this shit to work. All right. I'm going to show you guys how to get this to work. I'm going to delete this so I can redo it later. And for now, we're just going to also delete this binary. Alright. So, as a prerequisite to this, you're going to have to already be a little bit familiar with compiling things from source. Alright. If you don't know how to do it, just ask me how in the comments. I'll make a separate video. It'll be pretty short. The short of it is if you don't have Linux already, you'll want to get Linux and you want to get it in your Windows. So there's something called MinGW, or there's other names for it, like MSYS. I don't remember what it was called. But yeah, MinGW. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. You have to use MinGW 32. In my opinion, or I mean, my experience, it hasn't worked if you do anything else. So what you do is, from there, you'll start in this file structure. There's nothing here, and you'll have to get your SRB2 source code in this file structure. So then you can change directory into SRB2, and from here you'll see there's a make file. So you just hit make, and it'll compile the entire thing, right? And it'll get an error, but overall it'll work. Right, and you'll find it, and it says home Kinglerte or whatever your name is, and SRB2/bin. So let's go there in our regular file structure. So we go to bin, and from there it compiles for us a brand new Sonic Roboblast 2 executable file. But we don't want this file because we actually need to modify our executable to be able to do something that they don't want us to fucking do. Alright, so let's find it. So the file we're looking for is d_main.c. There's another file right next to it called d_main.h. That is a different file. We do not want d_main.h, alright? So keep that in mind. Alright, you're looking for this one. It's a .c file. You can see it right here. C, not h. Alright? Common mistake. And we're looking for a few lines over here. They're like closer to the bottom. We'll see how long it takes for us to find them. We're looking for a few lines. see if we can find them. But yeah, these guys are really malicious for what they did here. Let's see. Way too far down. Let's look for something else. There it is. Alright, so yeah, just search for hash, and that brought us right to where we were. I didn't know if that would work. Alright, so this is it. These are the files in question. So right here it says check MD5s with auto-loaded files. And right here they give away why this shit is fucking satanic, right? They say, don't check music.data because people like to modify it, and it doesn't matter if they do. Why would it matter if they modify any of their fucking files? It's their files, it's on their computer, you fucking idiots. Except it does if they slip maps in there. That's what verify lumps is for. So they don't want you fucking auto-loading your own maps. Why? No fucking good reason. You know why? Because they're just malicious. These are just bad people we're dealing with here. So right out the gate, we can remove all of these. The only one we're really interested in moving for now is zones.pk3, but honestly, we can remove all of this shit. Goodbye. Don't need this. Alright. Save the file. Save the file. Exit. I'm just gonna double check because I don't want to embarrass myself. Alright, so Control F, finish. Alright. This shit is nowhere to be found anymore. Alright. We have taken that code out of Sonic Roblox 2. So now when we hit make, it'll make a brand new file. Sorry, I'm drinking water right now. So let's do. Alright, we're gonna find a new binary file. So let's look for it in bin srb2win. There we go. So now we can take srb2win. We can put it right here. There you are. Alright, so now we can put our new srb2win into our srb2 folder. Alright, and now we can, just to test, we'll put the original zones file in here just to see if it still works with the original zones. Alright, and it looks like it does. It seems to work just fine. It even loads loads everything the same. We only changed a few lines. Right? Loads everything just fine. Alright. So it loads everything fine. Alright, now moment of truth, right? Moment of truth. Let's see if it loads these files correctly. Remember, rename this to zones. It'll only look for zones, right? srb2win. And look, now it loads. So look, see? Now we can load stuff like the Mystic Realm or your own version of the mod instead. Let me turn this music off so I can speak. So now we can load mods like the Mystic Realm or your own mods. And they don't even have to be mods. With this capabilities now, we have the freedom to make our own video games, right? We don't need SRB2 anymore. We can just do it all ourselves. And because we went through all that, we can now modify player.data, and we can modify SRB2.pk3. So that's 3 new things that we can edit and change to our liking, and we can make our own executable to run them. So that was a tutorial, guys, on how to rip Satan out of your Sonic Roblox 2 installation. Thank you for watching. Alright, it's been Kotaru. Goodbye.